Hey everyone, flipping with Bennett here. We're going to be talking about integration. We're going to do U-substitution. This is video 2. I've got one more example that I want to show you. Having some issues with the document camera. Hopefully it doesn't cut out for the, fourth time maybe. Okay, so we're going to be integrating x times the square root of x plus 4 dx. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and rewrite my integral as x plus 4 to the 1/2 dx. Remember that the square root can be written as to the 1/2 power. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now here's the issue. Notice how my x's both have the same power. So watch what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and pick my u to be x plus 4. And generally you're going to pick that part that's inside of another function, right? That composition. So I take the derivative, I get du over dx equals 1. So I know that du equals dx. So I'm pretty happy with that. I go back through and I substitute here. Here's the u-substitution, u to the 1/2, and dx is du, and now I'm in trouble. Okay, now I'm looking and saying, okay, I have x, I have u, but I want to integrate with respect to u. I have to get rid of x. How do I do that? Now, there's nothing else I can do, or is there? Okay, so look back up here. You know that fact. You know you have u in terms of x. Why not make x in terms of u? So if you have u equals x plus 4, we know that u minus 4 equals x. And there's the key here. Watch, we're going to go ahead and substitute and get rid of that x. And we're going to put that as u minus 4. And that's going to be times u to the 1/2 du, and now we have an integrand that's in one variable, and that's exactly what we want. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and multiply through. So I'm going to have u to the 3/2 minus 4u to the 1/2, and we're going to do du. And so now I can integrate using the power rule. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. If I add 2, I get u to the 5/2 divided by 5/2 minus 4. And then I add 1 to that. I get u to the 3/2 over 2/3. That's all plus c. Now I haven't changed back yet. I've got to change the variables back here, but I get 2/5 u to the 5/2. Okay, dividing by 2 is the same thing, remember, as multiplying by the reciprocal. So we get 6 here, u to the 3/2 plus c. And now you have your substitution here, and our u value, remember, was x plus 4. So there's our x plus 4 to the 5/2 minus 6 times x plus 4 to the 3/2 plus c, and we're done. So that is an example of how you handle when you have variables that have the same power and you run into that issue where you have an integrand in two variables. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know. We'll see you next time.